Shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasharallah. Hero Israel. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. Shemaya Yasharallah wa Allah Ahaya God. Hero Israel. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. Shemaya Yasharallah wa Allah Ahaya God. Today's message. The Lord our God. Today's message is entitled The Lord our God. Not everybody else's. Not the whole freaking entire earth. Because everybody on the face of the planet simply does not recognize the Lord our God. When they even remotely progress a thought from their brain to their tongue, they get a little tongue-tied. Succotash. Suffering succotash. You know? They get real tongue-tied. Like Sylvester the cat. Suffering succotash. Suffering succotash. Alright? They get tongue-tied. You know why? I'll tell you why. Why the whole entire earth gets tongue-tied. Because from their mind, they see the truth with their eyes. But with their mind, they intertwine the lies and the deception, the agenda and the propaganda to fit their criteria and their motive. So instead of Christ being his original color, black, it comes out white from their mouth. Well, Christ was not black, he was a Puerto Rican. And Christ was not black, he was an olive color. Why does color even matter? Color don't matter. If color didn't matter, you wouldn't change his color in the first place. It sure mattered about color when you was painting them white. And in slavery, you put it out there every single day, all day, that Christ was white. Because you wanted us to bow down to you and worship you as though you were God. And you allowed these people, the synagogue of Satan, orchestrated by all the countries in the world, to walk into Israel, which was our country, where you have driven us from our home. Walk with me, y'all. Walk with God for a minute. Listen. Get all this blasphemy talk out of your mouth. It says in Psalms, the 82nd chapter, it says, behold, I have called you gods. All of you are children of the Most High. All of you. So when you say, the Lord our God, then the Most High responds and say, I have said that you are gods. All of you are the children of the Most High, but you shall die like mortal men. Going back to the original curse in Genesis, in Eden. And he said, the day that you eat thereof, the day that you touch this fruit, you shall surely die. He didn't mean that he was going to kill us. He wasn't saying that he himself was going to destroy you. Because if that was the case, he would have just left Adam and Eve dead when Satan dropped the boulder on top of him. And what I mean by a boulder, Satan tried to crush them with a mountain. And God turned it into a tent, a cave. If that's the case, God would have destroyed us a long time ago. But he said, the day that you eat this fruit, you shall surely die. You can't even touch the fruit. You shall surely die. It means that your age has an expiration date to it. There will be a day that you expire from this earth that the Most High God has created. And simply put, everybody of all nations, since there are so many preachers out there that want to include everybody into the salvation of the Lord, says if you believe with your heart, confess with your mouth, and believe with your heart, Yahushua B'Hashem Yahushua, Yeshua is the Lord. He died. He was raised from the grave. You shall surely be saved. Right? And they got other verses to go along with that they use to their advantage. Yet they overlook where Christ himself said, I came not, I am not sent, except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So you mean to tell me he didn't even die for all of Israel? No, he only died for Judah. Judah was lost. All the other tribes, okay. But Judah was given the law. You say, well, what about the Levites? The covenant really had to do with Judah. And if you go back into the story of Joseph, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because it was Judah who sold his brother into slavery in Egypt. It was Judah. It was Judah. All right. So Christ said, I came not except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Christ had to redeem Judah. Now, salvation once and for all, Israel, because they're all Israelites. Okay? But he was primarily focused on Judah. That's where the priesthood came through Judah at that time. It's no longer, you know what I'm saying, in the hands of the Levites. The law was now given unto Judah. They are the gatekeep. We are the gatekeepers for the law. As of, we are the priesthood, Judah. And when they worship when these other nations, when they start to worship God, they change it from the truth into a lie. I didn't stop at Quick Trip this morning. I need to figure out what I want to do this morning. But I don't feel like spending real money. I'm gonna spend somebody else's money. Nah, I'm just playing. I just gotta figure out where I want to go. I normally just stop at Quick Trip, but I decided not to. Man, what's up with these spider webs, man? Alright. I can tell it's gonna be a scorcher today already. I'm stopping to get something. Maybe at the 7-Eleven or whatever. So, let me finish this up right quick, man. The entire earth does not worship God, the Lord our God. They don't even recognize us as a people or a nation. They don't recognize us as anything but slaves. That's how the world looks at us. You know what I'm saying? Truly, we are lost. Because our oppressors also see us as lost. We are lost. We don't know who we are. We're in the land of captivity. Okay? So, when they worship God, the Lord our God, they really trying to worship their own image. Because that's how they picture Christ. That's how they paint the picture. They paint him white. Look who owns Hollywood. Man, what's up with that light flickering all the time, man? Every time I come here, the lights start flickering. What's going on with that? Those are floodlights. So, but anyway, they don't worship God. They don't. They don't believe in God at all. They worship Satan. It says, behold, I know the blasphemy. He says, for I know the blasphemy. He said, for I know the blasphemy of them who say that they are Jews and are not, but do lie. They are liars. For what? They do lie. They are what? They are the synagogue of Satan. So for the Most High to point this out to you before it even becomes a factor in America transatlantic slave trade, it shows you the progress that heaven is making when it comes to getting rid of our oppressors, because we are his people. And if your skin color doesn't matter, then why did you paint him white? Why did you paint everything white? There were movies that they done came out with in Hollywood. These Ashkenazi Jews, or just call them Ashkenaz. They're Ashkenazis. These Ashkenazis, they came up with a Bible movie where Solomon was white, and then the Queen of Sheba came to meet Solomon, and guess what? On this movie, this bitch is white. Go back and look at a lot of Bible movies. Every Solomon movie that they tried to come out with, every King David movie that they tried, David and Goliath. Oh man, that's one of their favorite movies. One of their favorite stories. Goliath was white, David was white, all of them was white, everybody was white. Wasn't a speck of a black person nowhere to be found in the film. In the film. And all the important people, Moses, the Ten Commandments, Pharaoh, everybody's white. And the servants that came to help protect these white folks, they was black Ethiopians. Because Ethiopia was conquered. You seen the movie Ten Commandments. They made everything white except the Ethiopians. You couldn't change that because their skin color cannot change. And quite naturally, we would have been outraged in America had they tried to change Ethiopians to being white. You can't even stand the sun. But you ruled in a sub-Saharan desert for 40 years plus. And that's just one kingdom. That's just one king. Stop the lies. So the IUIC, the IUIC Bishop Nathaniel tried to answer my question. Apollo is well pleased with your answer and your attempt, okay, to bring a conclusion to the omens. Now, Apollo, I am waiting for the ISUPK. What up?
Hey, what's up?
Wait for the ISUPK and the GOCC. Wait for the ISUPK and the GOCC for their answers. And Lake Lanier, huh? The omens. You damn right it's cursed. You damn right it's cursed. That lake is cursed. If God could put a curse on mankind, if God could put a curse on the earth, certainly God can put a curse on water. If God could put a curse on the spirit, so certainly Lake Lanier is cursed. Those are troubled waters. You seen the boat exploded on the 4th of July? People done drowned, came up missing. Stay out of that lake. What's so good about that lake? There's all these other lakes in the world that you could go play in and recreation, but you gotta come play in this lake. Yeah, it's cursed. It's haunted. Look what you did to the black people that was there. A whole city. A whole city, a whole community, a whole black community. And it started from a lie. Wasn't no black people raping no white folk back then, knowing what the fuck white folk would do to you. Cause the white people would walk into your city, all of them. They would march over into your city, they wipe out everybody, hang niggas, shoot, kill, stab, rape black women and the children, set everything on fire. Shoot, kill, stab, all that. And they did that, white folk. They do that shit all the time, man. It ain't nothing new to me, but I am getting tired of it. What you mean getting tired of it? I'm tired of it, motherfucker. You don't understand when somebody says, man, you making me tired of that shit? I'm tired of that shit. I'm getting tired of that shit. You don't understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. When somebody from California tell you to your face, look, man, I'm getting tired of your shit. I'm getting tired of your bullshit. That don't mean keep on going. Well, let me know when you tired of it. He just told you. She just told you. Especially a woman, when a woman tell you she getting tired of your bullshit, nigga, it need to be like a light switch. Cut that shit off. Stop doing that shit. Cause she let you make it thus far. And now here's your warning. That might be your first and final and only warning. Look, I'm getting tired of your shit. And if you start laughing Because you think it's funny. When she turned around and told you, look, man, I'm getting tired of your shit. Fuck you. Ha, ha, ha. And then you wonder why she's stabbing your ass 15 times. Out of nowhere, man, she just started stabbing me. I don't know why. I got cut all on my neck. I got abrasions all on my head. I got one finger look like it's dangling, and she tried to break my arm when I fell. She stabbed me off. Fuck, nigga, what did you do? Well, I was cheating on her and stealing out of her wallet every paycheck, and then she caught me drunk, and everything, and we didn't have enough money to pay the bills, and I kind of went off on her a little bit, and I called her a bitch, but what you want me to do? How you think telling me all that information I'm supposed to handle it? Because we forgive as black people. I'm showing you how we forgive all these other nations that done this shit to us. But we turn around and we are the most evil and vindictive and unforgiving people towards our own flesh and blood, our own brothers and sisters. But when it comes to the white man, we forgive you. If that's not self-hatred, and if that's not what they intended from the outcome of painting Christ white, let me show you something, man. Apollo is getting tired. I'm gonna chat with y'all later. Peace. Revelation chapter 9 out.